Hey, beautiful souls. It's Brooke. I hope you're doing amazing on this Virgo full moon. So, I wanted to dive into the energy of the Virgo full moon. And let me pull up the chart. Okay, so with the Virgo full moon, okay, this happened at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, okay? And it happened at 5 degrees. So the sun and the moon were opposing each other, okay, because it's in full lunation. And today being Saturn's day, this is a great day to really tap into that Saturn and Pisces energy and see and have a really good look. Like, are you truly being of service of humanity? What are some of the things, what are some of the stories that you could be telling yourself that's holding you back from truly stepping into who you're meant to be? So, Virgo represents the Virgin Mary, okay? It also represents how we show up to be of service. So, nurturing our health, um, others' health, okay, our day-to-day schedules, staying on top of our task, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, okay. But one of the biggest things that you want to be extremely mindful of is making sure that you're balancing what you're giving, but also what you're receiving. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because we still have Mars and Venus conjunct. So Mars is at 8 degrees, Venus is at 9 degrees. So what this is telling me, okay, that the Saturn lesson through this lunation process is going to be, are you truly balancing your divine feminine energy with how much you give to be of service with how much you receive, okay? Pay attention to your health, pay attention to your body, pay attention to what your body's telling you in all situations, and know that Pluto is there to help bring to light the areas where you may be unbalanced. We still have Chiron conjunct the North Node, so there's going to be still Saturn lessons showing up to see, are you coming from a wounded place? Is this an area that we might need to shine a light on? Are you being too critical on yourself? Are you being too critical on others? Okay, because Virgo can seek perfection. Okay, and sometimes perfection is an unrealistic expectation of who we truly are as individuals. So there could be some things coming up with that North Node and Chiron conjunction, really shining a light on areas that you might need to practice a little bit more grace in what's coming up to the surface, okay? A good way to really utilize this energy is making sure that you're taking really balanced, heart-centered actions. Is this truly in line with being of service to humanity? Is this fully in line with destiny? Okay, because we have Saturn and Pisces. So, anything that's not karmically aligned with where you're going to be going, Pluto's going to be coming in behind in Aquarius and blowing that up. So when towers show up, remember grace, okay? This is not happening to me. This is happening for me, okay? And we also have Jupiter conjunct White Selena. And White Selena is working within a conjunction of Uranus. So I love that we have this asteroid, White Selena, in between Jupiter and Uranus, okay? Because White Selena is really there shining the light, holding space for, the highest good, the highest octave of Jupiter and Uranus to be what lays a solid foundation on what's truly being built within your lives, but also within the collective too. So keep in mind everything that we have been working through, all the cycles, all the karmic cycles that we've been clearing, has been making room for this Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that we're going to be working upon to really lay a solid foundation for new, inventive ways for humanity to come together. So, really the biggest thing for this full moon cycle, spend some time going, is this truly of service to myself? Is this truly of service to humanity? Where could I be living more in my ego and seeing in the big picture, in the big scheme of things, okay, that this might not even be relevant? So there's another date that I want to look at. So let me pull that chart. Okay, so on February 28th, we're going to have a Sun, Mercury, Saturn cazimi. So this is going to be taking place around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Again, you'll see that Jupiter and White Selena is getting a little bit closer within their conjunction, but also um, the North Node is now going to start separating from Chiron. So I do feel that we're going to be experiencing, because this is going to be really taking place in the 12th house. It's going to be behind the scenes. You're not going to really be able to see this just yet. Okay. So whatever healing, whatever you have been releasing with this lunation cycle, as the North Node starts to separate a little bit more from Chiron, and you've seen the work that you've done on that wound that's been brought to light, okay, because you're definitely going to be having the upgrades taking place within your mental state, but also karmically. So it almost feels like there's going to be a karmic reset when it comes to the wounds, okay, that you've been focused on healing. And White Selena's there with Jupiter to help hold space for this to be balanced. And also keep in mind, the moon is going to be 22 degrees in Libra. So um, you can definitely see the areas within your own birth chart of where this is going to be happening. Okay, so with this being a full moon, you're going to be able to see, okay, maybe this is the area, because we're still going to be in this full moon lunar cycle. Maybe this is the area that I might need to let go of, bring to awareness in order to go in the direction that you're wanting to go in. Now, I want to be real honest with you guys. As Mars and Venus start to separate, you're going to see that conjunction here getting a little further apart, okay? So as this starts happening, just remember, no matter what's going on outside of us, okay? And what I mean is collectively within the world, no matter what's going on outside, okay? You're going to want to make sure that you are staying balanced and centered within yourself. Observe do not absorb. Okay, so you want to try to see it from a higher perspective, but also find the silver lining of, okay, these are the areas that I need to continue watering because this is what's growing. This is what's bringing harmonious balance into my life. So when Libra is balanced, okay, they're happy, okay, everybody around them's happy. So definitely pay attention to what's being shown to you, what's being brought to light. Again, with it being a full moon lunar cycle, whatever's trying to leave, let it go, let it flow. Okay. And just keep that feminine and that masculine energy in harmonious balance. I do feel there's going to be a lot brought to the surface over the next 2 weeks collectively. So that's the reason why I'm saying to really tap into that. Okay, so let's look at one more day in this lunation cycle that I do feel is going to be a very important day. I do feel that there's going to be a lot that is brought to light around the globe. Okay, because the moon is actually going to be in Sag, and White moon Selena is getting a little bit closer to Uranus. So that conversation that has been taking place with Jupiter, okay, what's truly going to be of service of humanity, what's truly the best for humanity that we need to reinvent, reestablish, reform, okay? And that conversation is going to be taking place. So, with us still being in the full moon lunar cycle, okay, things are going to be brought to light. This is where, okay, we are going to be able to see what's truly going to be good within our Capricornian structures. And what I mean by that is, there's been a lot brought to light as far as, um, you know, the stock market. There's been a lot brought to light within governments, within certain agencies. So, because of all of those things have been brought to light, the scales are still going to have to be balanced of the light aspect of that too. Okay, so, and this is where I feel White Moon Selena is going to really help to buffer this energy with all of the war, the wounded masculine, all of that that's been brought up to the surface that we've been seeing collectively, right? Especially now that Venus is moving faster, okay? She's now taken the lead, okay? The feminine leads the way. So this is where I do feel we're going to see a lot of things be balanced, but we're also going to see a lot of good come to light as well. Okay, remember we still have Saturn and Pisces. Okay, so, good karma is still karma. Karma isn't always necessarily a bad thing, right? Are you able to recognize when good karma shows up for you? It's easy to see bad karma, but are you able to see the opposite perspective of that? Are you able to see and recognize your blessings showing up? So, and I will be holding my full moon healing at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And you can find the link to join me in my website, 12th House Queen Bee. I do hope you all have a beautiful Virgo full moon and a beautiful next couple of weeks. Love you guys. Bye.